Borderlands 1 and it worked.
I'm saying two people streaming at once.
Oh.
And block like that. And one of the things the Patriots talked about with this guy is he's behind this massive offensive line, and he's so small, a lot of times he's just on you, and you don't have time to get your feet set, and he's a powerful guy, hard to tackle.
Invisible, 5'8", here he goes again. To the 20-yard line, and one of the storylines here in Baltimore was why don't they run Rice a little bit more, especially toward the end of the game in Philadelphia. Well, they're running him tonight. He's carried the ball 11 times for 50 yards. As we will head for the 2-minute warning. Flacco looking up at the clock. And he'll wait for the next play on the other side of that 2-minute whistle. 2 minutes to go in the half. New England on top of Baltimore. 13-7 on Sunday Night Football.
Maybe.
Sometimes you look up there and all you see is one big light shining right at you.
It's a helpless feeling a lot of times, man.
You see spots. You don't want to get into a battle with the sun. Not a battle you're going to win.
Mark Sanchez, I don't know that he can take you to a chance.
That's not as easy to see as I thought it was. That was weird. Test 1 2. Testing audio. Test 1 2. Testing audio. Alrighty, that works. Let's do this. Get logged in here. Gonna do some gold making. I'm gonna kind of keep it relatively short, at least the first part of the stream. Just gonna run over basic gold making and my routine and some stuff I've bought today, and then I'll end that stream and start again with just random WoW. So we really can't see the little thingy I made. That's not going to be any better. I probably should have made those white. I guess it's not too late. While we wait on some people to connect. Alright, update this little banner here. much easier to read. We'll try it up top. See how that goes. I may end up moving that back down to the bottom. Yeah, I'll probably end up moving that back down to the bottom. I already kind of don't like it. We will see though. So, Cat is playing. And we are gold making. Cat is playing and we are gold making. Drink a little tea. Coffee in the morning and tea in the evening. Alrighty, let's get this started. Gonna hop on my enchanter and see what didn't sell. I've had 0 luck this far with enchanting on this thing. It's something I'm just trying. But I'm gonna keep listing and keep chugging away at it for maybe a month after Mist comes out. And maybe I can make some gold doing that. Alrighty. And we're locked up. What the heck just happened? You okay? Are you okay? Alright, so it looks like all my glyphs expired. Maybe one sold. A few things to disenchant, and then everything else I'm going to list. That's much prettier. I might try to sell some. I'm definitely gonna try to sell some of the strange dust. I don't really want it. So I guess I'm gonna create a, I don't really know how to create a group for enchanting. Because you know, some enchants, the mats are like 200 gold, some enchants, the mats are like 10 silver. so I don't want to stick them in all in one group. But I guess I will. I'll just make the fallback like 200 gold maybe. See, that's just... Really? Really? Whatever. I'll make the fallback 300 gold, and then like the bottom line. Minimum, I guess minimum like 100 gold maybe? Or we'll do 75 gold. And we'll just kind of watch this, and the minimum fallback or whatever. We'll do 350. Oh no, we'll do 400. And we'll try it. I don't think this is a great idea. I mean... Okay, so the good news is it's... I'm just gonna list enchant chest mana at 400 gold. But maybe somebody will be desperate and buy it. I don't have the macro set up on this one. And while we're here, I'm gonna try to sell some of this strange dust. It was going for quite a bit the other day. Of course, now it's not. Actually, I'm just gonna hold on to it then. Alright, let's go grab some more. Guess I can go ahead and make this real quick. I can never find this. There it is. So I don't know if the Twitch chat's broken or not, but it probably is. Just going off history there.
I ain't got it, you don't want it.
Alrighty. So I don't see the... Yeah, I don't think that's working. I don't think the Twitch chat's working, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe they'll get their ducks in a row pretty soon. I know they just got like a ton of money from some investor or something, that 16 million or something. So maybe they'll get it working.
Yeah? What do you want?
So I guess in the meantime, if anybody has any questions or wants to say anything, just shoot me a message on Twitter. Just at me at goldweb. It's at the top of the stream. But I'm not seeing anything in the chat, so disenchant. I thought there were 3 things. There was 3 things. Maybe there was 4 to DE, but I don't see them. Oh, I see. Okay, well, the reason I didn't think the chat wasn't working is because the I kept getting the little spinny icon like it was loading. So, but now, okay, I do see it, so that's good. So the chat is working. Thanks for pointing that out.
I know a buyer when I see one.
So I think I made like a whopping 75 gold, 1 enchant sale for today, which, considering I'm not posting like a really high volume, it's not
Hey, that's it.
bad, but it's just not good yet either. So hopefully I could, stay up on this once Mist comes out and catch a lot of people leveling monks with low level enchants and something like that, maybe. I do want to show you something I picked up today. Let me get these in this group. So I picked up this recipe, Elixir of Dream Vision. Looks like the average price is like maybe like 3 or 4K. Picked it up for 10 gold like 4 hours ago. I was really excited about that. Probably won't use it. Probably try to end up selling it.
First for ya?
I may actually... Nope, I only have one of those. I thought maybe I had another one. Total gold I have is like right at 200k. Yeah, 200k and it's a little bit of change. So not like a ton, but enough,
Glad I could help.
Alrighty. So I've got all those reposted. Let's see what we can make here. I don't want to make that, but I will make this one. Or 20K. Well, I mean
Why did you buy it?
that's like plenty in my books. Yeah, well, as far as just having gold, but are you trying to make gold, or you just have 20K from like random stuff and dungeons and stuff like that?
Pleasure doing
Alright, so this character was pretty much a wash. Let's move on to my glyph character. My cat is right in the way. Alright, we need to get this cat over here. Just relax. You cannot grab the mouse pointer. Well, that's a bummer. I mean, well, luckily with the auction house, my routine, I mean, if I really try to push through it, I can do my whole routine in about 30 to 45 minutes. And that's kind of what I'm going to be pushing towards with these, when I stream daily like this with the gold making. Mr. Uberslayer in the chat mentioned that he didn't have enough time to do the whole auction house thing, which if sorry, lost my train of thought. If you really get caught up in the auction house and you're actively like I've spent hours at like just sitting in the auction house, so I see where you might think you don't have enough time, but that might be one of my goals, is to kind of show everybody that you actually don't need a lot of time just to make a little bit of gold. Maybe to make a lot of gold you need a little bit more time, but that's not.
Keep your ear to the ground.
There are ways to spend a little bit of time, I guess, is the end scenario that I'm trying to go through in like the longest way possible. So it looks like we do have quite a few cells on glyphs here, and again, I'm only listing these glyphs once a day, so I could probably make a lot more cells if I actively logged on and relisted them, but it kind of goes along the lines of what Mr. Uberslayer was saying. I really don't want to spend a lot of time in the auction house either. I like making money, I like playing the game, but my idea of fun isn't logging on every 15 minutes to relist glyphs, so that was right at 12 hours, 624 gold in glyph sales. Again, not that great, but not that bad for just listing my glyphs either. I'm sure I'm mostly undercut too, so. A lot of the weekenders come on and for whatever reason make cheap glyphs. I don't understand it. I guess I could go buy them. There's a glyph for 5 gold. I don't even see how that's possible. So this part's really like the suckiest part about glyphs, is all these auctions ended and it's probably going to be somewhere around like 200. Or more, maybe like 250. Tailoring and mining. Well, so if you like raiding, I'm assuming you're pretty well geared. Oh hey Soko, well, how's it going? Mr. Uberslayer, if you like raiding, I'm assuming you're pretty well geared, and if you're a tailor, when Mist comes out, there's going to be a really high demand for bags. Unfortunately on my server, the bag market is really saturated, so I don't think I'll try to mess with it. But maybe on your server it's not. And you know, with AoE looting, you can go run low level dungeons for Netherweave Cloth and just run through it, aggro everything, go to the end, and just, you know, slaughter everything, and pick up the cloth at the end, and you'll have plenty to make bags and stuff. That's just a thought, to make a little bit of gold. Like on my server, the Netherweave bags, they go for like 20 gold, and every time I make an alt, the first thing I do is just go buy four bags, like right off the bat, first thing. So oh, really? Awesome. So did you complete it and get all the achievements? Or I guess get the ones you were going for? Oh yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I want to work towards getting a lot of achievements, and it's one thing I haven't done, especially like dungeon achievements and stuff like that. So you know, obviously my main thing is gold making. I do like dungeons, 5-mans, and even 25-mans, but I'm not really that great. I don't know the fights of like the older stuff, like ICC. And last night some guy was advertising in Orgrimmar, like, yeah, do an ICC, you know, we'll help you, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, cool. Now's my time to learn. So we get out there. We're like, you know, getting ready, I guess, buffing everybody, and at the first boss, the guy's like, okay, just this boss is just a tank and spank. Just go up there, we'll knock him out. Downed him like super easy. We were doing heroic 25-man ICC. So just like instantly killed that boss. I was like, alright, sweet. We go to the next one, and that's the one with like where all the ads keep spawning. And by the time I got there, they were already fighting it. So we were just like right in the middle of it. And I'm like, okay, I'll kill some of these ads. You know, they're not that, they have like 200,000 or 300,000 health, and I'm like a 378 gear score, so not that good. But so I was like, okay, I'll take care of these ads. Next thing you know, everybody's dying. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So come to find out with that fight, you kill the boss, you don't worry about the ads. But nobody said that, so I mean, heck, I didn't know. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you know, and I believe the first week, there's not going to be raids, right? In Mist. I think it's going to take like a week for those to get up and going. The best place to farm stuff, you can go to a website called wowprofessions.com. Or, you know, wowhead.com. I'm sure you know about that one. And then just search Netherweave Cloth on wowhead.com, and usually the first comment's always like, oh, this is the best place to farm, or something along those lines. WoW Professions has like a farming guide at the top if you click farming and then cloth and then Netherweave. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. A buddy of mine was actually tanking it on his DK, pretty decently geared. And we get to the part where it's like the ships, and everybody's like, tank jump, because apparently you have to jump to the other ship. Well, he didn't equip the rocket booster thing, and we were already in battle, and he couldn't switch it. And anyways, we ended up wiping, so we just left. I mean, it was just pathetic that we couldn't do it. ICC 25-man. I think a lot of people knew what they were doing, but they weren't like relaying, you know, what exactly to do to us. So I don't really even like getting into just like random groups anyways for dungeons for that very reason. My microphone's like falling. But it was still pretty cool. I mean, I've never even been in there until last night. Shoot, I meant to send that recipe back to my main. I wonder why my little icon's messed up, but it's not messed up. Like, it's not messed up for me, but it's messed up in the video. So after I get all these reposted, I'm gonna go check for some cheap herbs and see if there's a bunch of them. Usually, I've had a lot of luck finding a bunch of cheap herbs like on the weekend, especially around tonight, which is Sunday night. Hopefully that'll be the case. Hopefully it'll be Kata herbs, so I can make Blackfellow ink. So, I know this isn't very entertaining, but this is just part of it, especially with my glyph maker, my inscriptionist. I'll maybe try to go into a little bit more technique once I get on my main auction house tune. That just has a bunch of randoms, you know. It's mainly 77 to 80 gear, but it also has a bunch of different random recipes and pets and stuff like that, and I'll kind of maybe go through a little bit of how I locate certain deals and stuff like that.
Hey, can I interest you with a payment?
I really wanted to spend tonight preparing for Mist of Pandera, but I was doing yard work and cleaning inside and doing laundry and stuff, and started watching football, which I'm actually wearing my Falcon shirt. 'Cause they won tonight. American football. Woohoo. But yeah. It'll be okay. There's not really much I want to do to prepare. I really want to get my priest to 85. It's 80 right now, and it's rested through like 82. Or it's rested through 81 into 82. But I don't know if Monday will be enough time to get it to 85. Probably not. But I was also banking, and I could probably look this up really easy, but I was also kind of banking on the fact that maybe they lowered the XP requirements from 80 to 85.
Cha-ching!
Oh, they already did that. Okay. Okay, even better then. I've only leveled one character from 80 to 85, so. That's awesome. Do you know about how much they lowered it? Because I know used to before it was like 20% or something like that. Jeez, really? That's awesome. So maybe I can level it from 80 to 85 in like 10 or 12 hours. Okay, maybe I'll look that up real quick. I want to do a search on WoW Wiki and see if I can find it. I don't see it on here. I mean, I know it's on here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Well, so the good thing is they did lower it, and I was unaware of that, so I'm excited about that. Levelings are not really my thing. I mean, sometimes it's kind of relaxing, but when you want to level when you want to have like 8, one of every character, just to have the professions, which is why I want them. It's kind of a, oh wow, I'll take that. It's kind of boring, but like I said, we'll just maybe grind my priest out tomorrow, or I might even do a little tonight. It's not that late, but I'm actually tired, so. Jeez, that's awesome, man. I wish I had 2 of every, or one set on Alliance and one set on Horde. On my server, Cho'Gall, Alliance, I mean, this is like the 3rd most unbalanced server in favor of Horde. And I didn't know that at the time that I started playing. A friend of mine was on this server, so I transferred to this server. And I found out shortly after that there's not that many Alliance. Which really isn't a problem now, I guess, with CRZs, because there's always people out everywhere. This is a PvP server, though, that I play on. Major Oil's been dirt cheap. I don't really need any dusky pigment, though. So now I'm just kind of getting some herbs. I have plenty of inks, but I just want to like kind of stockpile it. And I was really hoping I would run across a lot of ashen producing pigment inks, kata herbs, so I could stock up on more Blackfellow ink. I probably have like 100 something, but that's obviously not, that much. I mean, a good day in the, in glyph sales can, deplete that. And my threshold for buying herbs is like under a gold, so. I really don't even think I need any of this. Sure, why not? I'll buy one purple lotus. Okay, so that's it for herbs. Kind of disappointing. I guess people just aren't getting cat of herbs. So I'm just gonna restock the glyphs that did sell, and then we will be done with this character.
What's shaking?
What? Okay, that will do us there. That will do that.
Go get him, champ.
So here we sit, me and the herbs, milling herbs. Never really understood the bank here in the center, like a sewer looking cheese grate thing with gold and somebody walking around. I guess the guards are level 90, but really? Was that it? That was it, okay. So, I think I sold like maybe 20 glyphs. So we'll get those restocked and be on our way. We'll see what my main account pulled in. I kind of took a peek earlier through the remote auction house, so. But I can't really remember at the same time, so it's still going to be a surprise. So like the ink I have most of, I bought the most herbs for. So Jade Fire ink, I'm good on. Okay, cool. Thanks for that link. I don't know if you were on earlier when I was talking about my recruiter friend characters. So I did multi-boxing with 2 characters. It was 3 priests total, or I guess 3 characters, 2 additional characters in my main. So I leveled a priest from 1 to 80, 3 of them, and my guild. I went from level 1 to 4, and just a little over, I think, like a couple bars into 4. So that was cool, and so that gives me 80. That goes there, and that goes there. That gives me a total of 80 level or whatever. So that's going to allow me to boost. I have 3 characters right around 60. So that'll allow me to boost at least those to 80. And then I just have to ground them from 80 to 85, or will be 90 once, you know, Mist comes out. So
Be careful out there.
I can do that. I actually really liked, man, I never have Eternal Ink.
I seen you around here before.
Let's go get some.
See you around, friend.
So yeah, I can handle 80 to 85. It was kind of fun, and I've only did that once. You know, 1 to 60. We don't even want to get into how many times I've done that. On my other server, I have quite a few characters that are in between 1 and 60. I'm not sure why I do that either. It's like it's fun for a while, and then it's not. Like some I level through dungeons, and some I just do quests, and I don't know. I don't know what my deal is.
I ain't got it, you don't want it.
So I'm gonna do 40 of these.
Hey, can I interest you in a payment plan?
And we'll go ahead and restock on parchment. Just a solid stack. And actually I bought some. I'll buy some of this. And some of these. These actually sold pretty good. Sold them for a lot more than I would have ever expected them to go for. I need to kind of remind myself tomorrow to go get my Black Fellow Inks and trade those in. Because I'm not sure if... I mean, I know people say they're not going to change them, but you know, you're really not going to know until the expansion comes out. That, you know, to trade them, to trade in inks at right here at the inscription as supply person. So... But I do have quite a few Black Fellow Inks, 300, and that would suck if those went to waste. I mean, I guess I could always make like fortune cards or whatever, but yeah, exactly. So I'm definitely gonna trade mine in. I just don't want to forget. I probably won't. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be on tomorrow morning. Everybody that's watching, not that it really matters, because I don't expect many people to join me at 6 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna try to do a morning routine, like for the early birds. If you know, if there are any people up, and maybe, you know, like I was saying earlier, there's a lot more people that it'll be daylight for technically, then it won't be daylight for, right? Like all these people in China and stuff like that, but that's not really who I expect will come, but that would be pretty cool. Okay, so you are in London, Sokowa? Or UK, I should say, not London.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so, you're plus 5 hours for me. So that'd be 11 a.m. And it's a Monday, so I know a lot of people work and are in school and stuff, so. Like I said, all the archives will be on YouTube, so I still want to get on early and just stream it, just so it's there and it's kind of one of those things that gets me ready to go into work. Since, let's face it, you know, we'd all rather play WoW than go to work, right?
For you.
So these are my glyphs that aren't posted because, you know, most of the time they're, well, pretty much all the time somebody has them listed for way too cheap. So that's what I'm working on now. Looks like hardly any of those are going to be posted again. So oh no, I did post my oh, awesome. 27 gold a piece. That's robbery. But I like it. I did sell some of those burning embers earlier. For, I think it was like 2 or 3 gold a piece. Which is fine with me, because they're pretty much useless. Okay, Ohio, so you are either Eastern or maybe Central time zone, correct?
Glad I could help.
Eastern, cool. Yeah, so me too. So I'll be streaming tomorrow at 6, but I do realize that's the early. Kind of silly, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyways. We still probably have about 30 more minutes left on here anyways. Geez, that vanishing powder already sold. So that's cool. So we're gonna hop off this one, hop onto my main, see exactly what sold on there, and look for some deals. There's at least one 397 item that I have that I know I want to dump like pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna. I bought it for 1,000, and I want to say auctioneer says it's worth like 8,500. I've listed at 8,500 and 5,500, and it really isn't selling. So I'm just gonna list it for like 2K maybe and see if that works.
Break it, you buy it.
Oh shoot, what'd I do that for? I always hit post auctions again instead of down here, which I don't know why I do that. So I know these are like technically below the threshold or whatever, but I'm gonna sell them anyways. I'm gonna undercut this person and this person and myself. Put 2 of those. There's a 3rd and a 4th I don't want to put. So here it is, the Rancer of the Hatred. Paid 1,000 for it. I'm gonna list it for 2,500 this time and hope it sells. That'll be worth it for me. Or at least that's what I want myself to believe. Oh, those are cool looking. I'm gonna put those in a transmog group. 395. Are they already in there? They're already in somewhere. 25. Oh, they're in 495 already.
Pleasure doing business with you.
So what was the deal? Oh, somebody listed one for 220. Whatever. So I have a tailor I haven't leveled yet, so I'm gonna hang on to a lot of this cloth and see if it and if it goes up I'll sell it. If it doesn't, I'll just hang on to it and level my cloth, my tailor. So looks like quite a few things expired. And I don't want to say quite a few, but several things sold too, so. So I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I hit 250,000 gold. Which at the current rate should be in like 10 to 15 days. It's really going to depend a lot on Mist and what, you know, the market decides to do. But really excited about that. I'll post like a little thing on the website and make sure everybody has plenty of time. So 2,600 gold today on that. Not too shabby. You know, I would expect better for the weekend, but that doesn't, I mean, just because this weekend doesn't mean it always works like that, so. So I think what I'm going to do after I get this posted, I'm going to look for deals and, I'm gonna level my priest, so I'll end the stream in probably like 15 or 20 minutes, maybe like 15 minutes, I guess, and come right back and we'll do some leveling. Everybody's welcome back, of course, as always. Finally, geez, these Orbit Deceptions have been going for like 1,100 gold, and I just shake my head every time. I'm like, why would you list those for, you know, less than at least 2,000 minimum? Yeah, that is true. Really, the only thing that well, not the only thing that sells, the only thing that has been selling consistently are my 77 to 80 cat greens. Which is, I'm assuming, because a lot of people are being scrolled right now. Which is pretty much fine with me. Jeez. Got way too many of those. Put that in a 995 group. One of that.
I got a new shipment
So
coming in soon.
let's see what we have for 77 to 80 greens. Again, today I didn't buy, usually throughout the day I'll check the remote auction house for cheap 77 to 80 cat greens, but today I didn't again. And there are just tons of them, so I'll be buying all these below 50 gold and reselling them for 245 gold. And other than right when Scroll of Resurrection came out, they're selling better than ever. So I think I'm gonna start letting them like stew all day because there's nobody on my server that really buys them besides me. I think earlier I found one guy that was kind of doing it, but when I come on in the evening and in the morning, they're always there, so I can work with that. I can work with that. That's pretty cool. Pirate themed. I don't know why he doesn't have a gun. Well, he's a warrior, or yeah, warrior. That's why he doesn't have a gun. I've never seen a pirate with like a pole arm or two-handed sword or whatever that is. Alright. Oh wow, I can't believe I forgot about these robes of insight earlier for 1,500. I'm willing to try to sell those for either probably 14k. Bought that earlier too. I don't have a crafting group for 10k is the highest it goes. So I'll probably be posting that manually. It's one of those things I don't really trust TSM on. I want to have a greater control over some of these things. So I'll just list the robes of insight separately.
This stuff sells itself.
Okay, cool. So I just added that much more. No complaints. And my robes. Let's see. I think somebody had one there for like 6 earlier. Yeah. That's kind of a bummer. Me adding another one to it's just gonna like drop the price down even further. You know, a little bit, but whatever. That's better than, you know, I paid 1,500 for it, so I can work with that. So now we're just gonna do an auctioneer scan. And search for deals. Usually takes about 4 or 5 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes, I guess. $3,400 items in the auction house. That's quite a few. I've seen it as low as like 25 on the server, so, and as high as like 40 something. So that's definitely like work withable. It's a decent economy. I don't really have anything to base it off of now, but I was just assuming it's one of the, you know, decent ones. Before I got scrolled, like back in Lich King days, I guess, I was on 2 different servers, so I had a better understanding of like what the markets were supposed to be. Well, you know, from 2 different perspectives. Now I just have this one, so. So about this lesser protection shield formula. for 15 gold, and I could sell it for 1,000, but I'm pretty sure if I use it, if my enchanter don't already have that one, I'm pretty sure I could sell some of those when Mist comes out to people leveling. Not positive on that. Both of these I'll try to sell. And these. Bought these 3 earlier too for 75 gold each. Was it True Faith gloves they took out of the game, the pattern? No, it's not. Sorry for the wait. This is just part of it though. This is where I do my vendor scans and my resale scans. And the reason I do them through Auctioneer is because the data is older. And I like the way it's displayed. I just like it better. It's what I've used for a really long time. I know TSM will do it, but I gotta be a hipster about it. Gotta be a hipster. Hipster gold maker. Yeah, exactly, Soko. It's kind of awkward, I guess, when I'm live streaming because it's like I want something to fill the void, but I don't want to just start blabbering and just going on and on and on. But I guess I could because it's kind of sitting here watching this go slowly but surely. You know, normally I would have a video pulled up on my other monitor, like watching like a StarCraft replay or maybe like Jim's live stream or something like that. But now that I'm doing my own, it's kind of like, what do I do? So, you know, maybe as I go along, I can, you know, figure out different things. It always helps to have you guys in the chat too, so. That's why I want to kind of get the initial gold making, like, whole routine down to like an hour. Maybe a little less. And then the people that just want to come for gold watching can come watch the gold making part and be done and move on. And then I can continue streaming and, you know, work on some other small things. So, wow. I'll probably buy every one of these dream emeralds, even though... Jeez. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to buy all of these. I usually set my like threshold at a gold, but a gold profit minimum. But there's so many of these, it's worth it just to buy all of them. Somebody level in jewel crafting or something, cut all these and then didn't realize you could vendor them for more than you could sell them for, because not only are they under screw it, let's get everything. I would never done that. Never just bought everything. Okay, Soko. Yeah, I think I was it you that posted a link or something, or on your Twitter maybe? I saw that you were a gold maker too, so well, that's cool. Hopefully you watch my streams because I'm at least a little bit entertaining. And that's, like I said, that's kind of the point of me streaming. I'm here to, you know, help people make gold and, you know, at least be somewhat pleasant to follow. Well, thanks. I really appreciate that. In the past, like I said, I've streamed, but I've never really streamed for, never really streamed gold making, and I've never been like a one-on-one type person. I usually stream like Minecraft with a bunch of friends, or StarCraft with a buddy of mine, or first-person shooters, or RPGs. I've never really streamed where my primary goal is to broadcast to an audience and kind of have like a one-on-one type feel with them. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. It makes me happy. So I think all that stuff was like 300 gold, 350 gold. Yeah, and I kind of held this off for a little while now. I've been debating on doing it for like a couple of weeks. And I got everything set up like maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and I was like, is this a good time? Should I wait later? Should I, you know, what should I actually do? And the other morning, I guess I've only been streaming for 3 days now, so Saturday morning I got on, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I was like, whatever. And it is kind of silly because you're sitting here talking to yourself. Luckily I have my own house, I live by myself, so it's not too bad. Like, the only person that hears me is my cat, and he doesn't know any better. At least I don't think he does. But yeah, it definitely feels kind of silly. Jeez, I've never bought this much stuff just a vendor. I've seen it before, and I've contemplated buying it, but I was like, I always end up just being like, whatever, that's not that much gold. But this actually ended up being like 50 or 60 gold, and I'll take that. It's worth the effort. Worth the effort.
For the horde.
So that was my vendor scan. Let me go do a resale scan.
What do you want?
I haven't really found much here in the past few days. Well, I take that back. I bought the Robes of Insight earlier and a couple of designs earlier for jewel crafting. So not any of those big ticket items though, like something that'll make me like 10,000 gold, which I have done. I found pets on here for, you know, like 100 or 200 gold that sell for 10,000. So, and obviously, I guess you can't expect those all the time, or they wouldn't be worth 10,000. A lot of these enchants that are going to be not useless, but pretty close to it. I'm not really interested in those. This 397 leather waist for 200 gold. Yeah, I'm interested in that. This is a gamble because it's not gonna be. It'll be okay come Tuesday, but it won't be great. But I will throw that back in there for like 1200. I actually should have searched for that first. Girdle of fungal. Okay, there are no more in there, so that was kind of silly for me to just buy that without looking, making sure there wasn't like 4 for 200 gold. So yeah, you know, I'll take the gamble on that. That's a good deal. The One Ring. Sought after by a lot of twinks. I'll buy that. I'll list that for 2.5k. I seen this posted earlier. Court of the White Dawn. Court of the White Dawn. I'm looking it up on Wowhead on my other screen, so I just want to see if it looks cool. If it looks cool, I'll pick it up. That looks so-so. I think it's a whole set, though. I'm not gonna spend that much money on it, though. Was it 400? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, Electric Girl, are you talking about that 397 item I just bought? And welcome to the stream, by the way. See, there's a lot of stuff in here today. A lot of world drop recipes. Too bad they're not chest or legs. Those always sell better. So that's 500 gold. That's a pretty cool looking piece. Yeah, you're right. Some of the stuff will sell as a transmog piece. I really don't do much transmogging though, because it just doesn't really interest me. I think I'm gonna get back into it. Maybe a little ways, you know, maybe a month or two after Mist comes out. But it's fun and it's easy if you have everything set up in Trade Skill Master right. Oh, that's a good deal. But it can also be a pain. I mean, when I first did transmogging, I had like several hundred items, and it just became like really expensive to post them all, like 200 or 300 gold. And I mean, I would always make money, but it just, I don't know. It's really tough to search for all those too. I still have most of the list set up on the Auctionator. I deleted a lot of the cloth ones. I think I'm going to redo those and combine them. I mentioned earlier on the stream earlier today that I would post all my shopping list on the website. I haven't done that yet, mainly because a lot of them are messy and outdated. Not to mention not all, but most of the shopping lists I just found online, so they're not anything like I came up with. The pigment searches I came up with, and the I think that's it. I think it's the only one I actually came up with. Some I've altered, so I guess that's why it all makes sense to post them, but Arctic fur shouldn't be that cheap. Jeez. Wow, what happened to this stuff? I guess nobody wants it anymore. So if nobody's ever done this before, I guess I can kind of explain what I'm doing. This is the Auctionator resale scan. And what it's doing is just browsing the database that I've built from doing auction scans over the past 4 or 5 months. And it's showing me what's being sold, and based on how many of those sold in the past, if it's a good deal or not. So for instance, this Templar girdle, it says it's seen 16 that sold for 450 gold. Now, I'm assuming it's a transmog item because it's okay. It's an okay piece for like a level 49 twink. Maybe like a warrior. But I mean, I'm not going to spend 75 gold on that and try to flip it. When I was doing transmog, like the most I would spend on transmog items is like 50. And belts, I would, that would always be pushing 50 gold for a belt would be pushing it, so that's ridiculously cheap, 130 gold. Those have just been like steady dropping though. So, basically what I'm looking for is the lower the percentage, the better the deal is. And of course profit, that's pretty self-explanatory in the buyout price. The percentage is just based off the profit and the buyout price, so. But I kind of go line by line up until the profit's like around maybe like 100 or 200. At that point, it's really not that. It's not. I mean, it's not that it's not worth it. It's just. Those are really cheap. I don't know if this is worth 170. Probably not. You know, we can wait and see if those come up even more. But yeah, obviously, I mean, look out the indicator. I mean, I'm not even a tenth of the way down, or maybe right at a tenth of the way down, and it just keeps going and going. I'm really big on the recipes and stuff, because a lot of people don't really know what they're worth, and collectors, when they want a recipe, they will pay a premium for them. And when I list them at a premium. Most of the world drop recipes I list at like 2,500. The market's really screwed up right now with Mist about to come out, though. It's just have to be really careful. It's a cool robe. That's a transmog piece that I've sold some of those before, but it's not worth 200 gold to me. It is about 1,000 gold robe, though. I would sell it for 1,000, but I don't spend 200 to make 1,000 on a transmog piece. That's just too much. So let's take these out, and I'm gonna relist this ring. I'm gonna hold on to these. Oh, the ring and the belt. So I want to put the ring as 2.5k. That will sell. So yeah, there's some of my recipes for 2.5k world drop recipes that just don't do it for me. Do I have one of those? Doesn't say. Oh yeah, I have 2 of these, and there's one in the auction house. No, this one. One on the auction house. I do have that. Okay, let me go list both of these items, and that'll just about wrap that up. Well, the average for the one ring was 2,400. Like my auctionator has seen 30 for 2417 average. TSM has only seen 1 for 350 gold, which is the one I just bought. So I'll definitely try to list it for 2,500k. If I see a lot of them come on the market for cheaper, I mean, I can obviously always adjust that, but you know, I guess on my server they just go for a little bit more. So just pick this up for 200 gold. I bet I could dump it really quickly for 1,000. I mean, it's really kind of cool looking, but I don't want to hold on to the 397 stuff after Mist, even if it is transmogable. It's just not what I'm into. So there goes the one ring. And again, I'm holding on to a lot of these recipes just because I'm a recipe whore. I'll eventually sell some of them, but the world drops are just really cool to me. Just to know that I have something that a lot of people don't have. They would go in here normally, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have room. Which is the reason I need to get in here and clean a lot of this stuff out. Like all these really, a lot of these are enchants I made leveling my enchanting, so maybe I can get rid of those sometime, but I'm not going to tonight. Let's see. I want to buy another bank tab, but I know a lot of this stuff, like here's some more recipes that I need to sell. Stuff, like I said, a lot of this stuff I don't really care about. That was a good pickup. I really don't think that's going to sell for 10,000. Though it could. But a lot of this stuff, like this Wicked Leather headband, and that's a transmog piece I bought a long time ago. A lot of these Dark Moon cards, transmog ones and stuff like that. I need to start listing those, but I just haven't. And it's hard to justify spending 50 or 5 G's on a new bank tab when I just have a bunch of crap sitting in here. Like there's my Crash and Thrashing robot that was a failed attempt at trying to run the market. I have 6 of them now. all these rock. Like, why would I waste, valuable, tabs with rocks? So, whatever though. That's part of it. There's a transmog piece. Yeah, so it definitely is cheaper to start another bank. But like I was saying earlier, I got this just from leveling 3 tunes from 0 to 80, or from 1 to 80. I got it up to level 4, which is pretty cool, I think. Ever since they removed the daily cap, and then I think it's like a flat rate of 60,000 per quest. That's awesome. Really awesome. I wish it were at least level 5. Which it might hit level 5 as I level it, but sooner than later I'm gonna have to make a bank alt. This used to be my bank alt, my DK, but I'm gonna have to put it on like a separate alt because the ones that I'm leveling my professions on, I really need bountiful bags to take care of anytime I disenchant or mill or anything like that, so I can get an extra. And I'm not able to do that now that the guild's only level 5, and I don't see getting much past that unless I decide to level some new alts, or as I was saying before, switch this off to an official bank alt and start inviting people to it to level it for me, which definitely is something I might do. That'll be interesting to see if I can build up a leveling type guild to get people in. But when you start a new guild, when you start a new character, you get like so many invites to level 25 guilds. It's like, why would you join a level 4 or 5 guild? How many people are in your guild, Soko? Well, oh yeah, that's cool. If you don't mind me asking, how much did you pay for a level 13 guild? I've seen a few like higher level guilds go on my realm for I really can't remember the prices, so I'm not really gonna throw anything out there. It was more than I thought they were worth, though. I can't remember the exact amount, but I just decided to start my own, mainly for the obviously for the guild tabs, but it would be cool to have one that kind of makes me money, using the cash perk, the cash flow perk. And then you get another one at level 15, I think, that gives you more money. One of these. 16. You get 10% instead of 5%. So hopefully I can, oh yeah, 25k, that's a steal. I was thinking I've seen, not even level 25 guilds on my server go for several hundred k, like 150k for level 20, I think I saw the other day. So yeah, it might be worth it to somebody, but not to me. Not to me. So that's going to conclude the evening or night or wherever you're at gold making routine. It's 11 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to end this stream, and I'll be back on in like maybe 5 minutes. I'm going to do some actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be back on tonight. I apologize. I will be back on tomorrow morning, though, at 6 a.m. So roughly 6-7 hours from now-ish to do my morning gold making routine. Hopefully I can get a lot of cheap stuff that people posted over the night, and it's usually a lot quicker than my night routine. So thanks everybody for tuning in. At the top of the stream up there, you see my Twitter, YouTube, and my website. If you don't mind, follow me on here, follow me on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. All that kind of stuff really helps me out a lot. And it's just a measly 3 little clicks for you guys. So, like I said, really do appreciate all the support and help this far. This is only my 3rd or 4th day streaming. It's been fun so far. Hopefully we can keep it up, and I hope people are learning stuff from what I'm saying. I'm hoping I'm not just talking to myself. So again, thanks for tuning in, and if you want to tune in tomorrow morning, I'll be on, and I'll be on again tomorrow evening around the same time. So see you guys later.